The beauty, the architectural beauty of the World Trade Center is subtle and it's easy to underestimate.
Each tower is 110 stories high. Each floor, an acre in size.
Nobody move, please. We're going back to the airport. Don't try to make any stupid moves.
Anthony, it looks like the building may be starting to buckle. And then we've got major flame. You guys might want to mark your video now. So we're going to war. There it goes, it's going. It's going down now, it's going down now. There it collapses. Oh. It just collapsed. Oh, those poor people. Oh, God. The second tower is gone. Both towers are gone.
Yamasaki Minaru was born on December 1st, 1912, in Seattle, Washington, to Japanese immigrants, John and Hannah Yamasaki. The family later moved to Auburn, Washington, and he graduated from Garfield Senior High School in Seattle. He enrolled in the University of Washington program in architecture in 1929 and graduated with a Bachelor of Architecture in 1934. He earned money to pay for his tuition by working at a salmon cannery in Alaska, working 5 summers and earning $50 a month, plus 25 cents an hour in overtime pay. In part to escape anti-Japanese prejudice, he moved to Manhattan in 1934 with $40 and no job prospects. He wrapped dishes for an importing company until he found work as a draftsman and engineer. He enrolled at New York University for a master's degree in architecture and got a job with the architecture firm Shreve, Lamb and Harmon, designers of the Empire State Building. The firm helped Yamasaki avoid internment as a Japanese American during World War II, and he himself sheltered his parents in New York City. Yamasaki was politically active during his early years, particularly in efforts to relocate Japanese Americans affected by the internment program in the United States during World War II. In 1955, he designed the sleek terminal at Lambert St. Louis International Airport, which led to his 1959 commission to design the Daran International Airport in Ammanlakatualerabieto. Yamasaki's first widely acclaimed design was the Pacific Science Center with its iconic lacy and airy decorative arches. It was constructed by the city of Seattle for the 1962 Seattle World's Fair. The building raised his public profile so much that he was featured on the cover of Time magazine. In 1962, Yamasaki and his firm were commissioned to design his most well-known project, the World Trade Center, with Emery Roth and Sons serving as his associate architects. The Twin Towers used a tube frame design which required 40% less structural steel than conventional building designs. The structure was inspired by the architectural ethic of Le Corbusier and was the seminal expression of Yamasaki's Gothic modernist tendencies. Yamasaki was also inspired by Islamic architecture, elements of which he incorporated in the building's design. Yamasaki was a favorite designer of the bin Laden family's patrons, the Saudi royal family. Yamasaki described its plaza as, quote, a mecca, a great relief from the narrow streets and sidewalks of the surrounding Wall Street area, unquote. True to his word, Yamasaki replicated the plan of Mecca's courtyard by creating a vast, delineated square, isolated from the city's bustle by low colonnaded structures and capped by two enormous, perfectly square towers, minarets, really. Yamasaki's courtyard mimicked Mecca's assemblage of holy sites, the Kaaba containing the sacred stone, what some believe is the burial site of Hagar and Ishmael, and the Holy Spring, by including several sculptural features, including a fountain, and he anchored the composition in a radial circular pattern similar to Mecca's. At the base of the towers, Yamasaki used implied pointed arches, derived from the characteristically pointed arches of Islam, as a transition between the wide column spacing below and the dense structural mesh above. Europe imported pointed arches from Islam during the Middle Ages, and so non-Muslims have come to think of them as innovations of the Gothic period. Soaring above was the pure geometry of the towers, swathed in a shimmering skin which doubled as a structural web, a giant truss. Here, Yamasaki was following the Islamic tradition in wrapping a powerful geometric form in a dense filigree, as in the inlaid marble pattern work of the Taj Mahal or the ornate carvings of the courtyard and the domes of the Alhambra. The shimmering filigree is the mark of the holy, according to Oleg Grabar, the great American scholar of Islamic art and architecture. The dense filigree of complex geometries alludes to a higher spiritual reality in Islam, and the shimmering quality of Islamic patterns relates to the veil that wraps the Kaaba at Mecca. After the 9/11 attack on the World Trade Center, Grabar spoke of how these towers related to the architecture of Islam, where, quote, the entire surface is meaningful and every part is both construction and ornament. A number of designers from West Asia agreed, describing the entire facade as a giant mashrabiyah, the tracery that fills the windows of mosques.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
فاتقوا الله أيها المسلمون وهبوا لنصرة دينكم فإن الإسلام يناديكم وإسلاماه وإسلاماه وإسلاماه.
Having rejected modernism and the Saudi royal family, it's no surprise that bin Laden would turn against Yamasaki's work in particular. He must have seen how Yamasaki had clothed the World Trade Center, a monument of Western capitalism, in the raiment of Islamic spirituality. Such mixing of the sacred and the profane is old hat to us.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Home already? Boy, time really flies when you're reading the Bible. Ew.
Nothing beats the Bible.
After all, Cass Gilbert's classic Woolworth building, dubbed the Cathedral to Commerce, is decked out in extravagant Gothic regalia. But to someone who wants to purify Islam from commercialism, Yamasaki's implicit mosque to commerce would be anathema.
The US government has committed acts that are extremely unjust, hideous, and criminal through its support of the Israeli occupation of Palestine. And we believe the US is directly responsible for those killed in Palestine, Lebanon, and Iraq. Due to its subordination to the Jews, the arrogance of the United States regime has reached the point that they occupied Arabia, the holiest place of the Muslims.
To bin Laden, the World Trade Center was probably not only an international landmark, but also a false idol.
أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة